Imagine reaching your golden years, only to find that your money isn't stretching as far as it used to. You've worked hard your whole life, and now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But are you spending wisely? Many retirees unknowingly waste money on things they don't really need, putting unnecessary strain on their finances. Today, let's explore 9 things you should stop spending money on in old age and how doing so can help you live a more secure and fulfilling retirement. Imagine paying for things you no longer use month after month, without even realizing how much they're draining your finances. Subscriptions and memberships can seem like small expenses, but over time they add up significantly. Think about it, how many streaming services are you subscribed to? Do you still go to the gym you signed up for last year? Are there magazines arriving at your doorstep that you barely glance at before tossing them aside? It's easy to accumulate these costs without noticing, especially in a world where subscriptions are automatically renewed, without a second thought. The reality is, companies count on you forgetting about these payments, quietly withdrawing money from your account while you continue with your day-to-day life. Take a moment to go through your bank statements and list all your recurring expenses. You might be shocked to see how many of them you no longer truly need or enjoy. If you're only watching 1 or 2 shows on a streaming platform, ask yourself if it's worth the monthly fee. Most libraries now offer free access to ebooks, audiobooks, and even movies. So why pay extra? Gym memberships are another common expense that tends to go unused. If you're not regularly working out at the gym, consider switching to home exercises, daily walks, or community fitness programs that don't require a costly commitment. The same goes for other memberships, whether it's a club, an organization, or a service you once signed up for but no longer actively participate in. Letting go of these expenses can free up money for things that truly enhance your life. The best part is you don't have to give up everything, just be selective. Maybe instead of paying for 3 streaming services, you keep the one you use most and rotate others when needed. Instead of maintaining an expensive gym membership, invest in some home equipment or join a free walking group. The goal isn't to eliminate fun, but to ensure your money is being spent wisely on things that truly bring value. By cutting out unnecessary subscriptions and memberships, you can redirect that money toward experiences, travel, or savings that provide long-term joy and security. Now let's talk about one of the most common financial mistakes people make in retirement: buying a brand new car. It's tempting, especially if you've spent years driving older models and now want something fresh and reliable. Car dealerships make it even harder to resist with shiny displays, tempting financing offers, and the allure of that new car smell. But here's the harsh reality: the moment you drive a brand new car off the lot, it loses value. In fact, it can depreciate by as much as 20% in the first year alone. That means if you spent $40,000 on a new vehicle, you could be losing around $8,000 in value before you even reach your first oil change. Instead of falling into the trap of buying brand new, consider a well-maintained, used car that meets your needs without the steep price tag. Cars that are just a few years old often have the same modern features, but come at a fraction of the cost. Plus, with today's technology, vehicles are lasting longer than ever, making a gently used car a smart and financially responsible choice. You don't need the latest model with all the bells and whistles. What matters most is reliability, efficiency, and affordability. Many people also make the mistake of upgrading their vehicles too frequently. The cycle of constantly trading in cars for the newest version can drain your savings, leaving you with monthly payments that could have been avoided. Instead, focus on keeping your car well maintained so it lasts longer. Regular servicing, oil changes, and simple upkeep can extend a vehicle's life by years, saving you thousands in the long run. If you really need a change, consider alternatives like leasing a vehicle instead of purchasing or even using public transportation more often, depending on your location. Downsizing to a smaller, More fuel-efficient car can also save money on gas and insurance cost. The goal is to make transportation an asset, not a financial burden. When it comes to smart spending in old age, every decision matters. Small changes like cutting unused subscriptions or rethinking big purchases, like a new car, can lead to significant savings, allowing you to enjoy retirement without financial stress. The key is to recognize where your money is going and make intentional choices that align with the life you truly want to live. Insurance is one of those things that gives us peace of mind. But as we get older, it's easy to end up paying for coverage we no longer need. Many people continue holding on to policies that once made sense but have outlived their usefulness. Life insurance, for example, is often essential when raising a family or supporting dependents. But if your children are grown and financially independent, do you still need to pay those high premiums? It's worth reviewing whether your current policy is still serving a purpose, or if you're simply maintaining it out of habit. Extended warranties are another expense that can quietly drain your finances. Companies push these warranties hard, making them sound like a must-have, but the truth is, most products don't break within the warranty period, and if they do, repair costs are often lower than the amount you would have spent on coverage. Home warranties, appliance plans, and even excessive health insurance add-ons can all pile up, costing hundreds or even thousands of dollars each year. It's important to regularly evaluate whether you're truly benefiting from these policies, or if they're just another recurring expense taking money away from more important things. Car insurance is another area where people often overpay, sticking with the same provider for years without realizing they could get a better rate elsewhere. If you're driving less in retirement, your insurance needs may be different from when you are commuting daily. Many companies offer lower rates for low-mileage drivers, seniors, or those with a clean driving record. Shopping around, comparing quotes, and adjusting your coverage to fit your current lifestyle can save you a significant amount of money without sacrificing protection. Health insurance, of course, remains critical, but even here, it's easy to overpay for coverage you don't need. Many retirees sign up for premium plans thinking they're getting the best protection, only to realize they rarely use half the included services. It's worth taking the time to review your plan annually, ensuring you're not paying for unnecessary extras, while still keeping the coverage that matters most. Being strategic about your insurance decisions doesn't mean taking risks. It means making informed choices that prevent you from wasting money on things that no longer align with your actual needs. Name brand products have a strong pull on us because we've been conditioned to believe that they're better, whether it's groceries, medications, or household goods. Many people instinctively reach for the familiar, recognizable brands, assuming they offer superior quality. But here's the truth: most of the time, generic or store brand alternatives are just as good, if not identical to their name brand counterparts. The only real difference? The price tag. Take medication, for example. Generic drugs contain the same active ingredients as their brand name versions and are regulated to ensure they work just as effectively. Yet many people continue to pay significantly more simply because of packaging and branding. A bottle of name brand aspirin could cost twice as much as the store brand version, sitting right next to it on the shelf, even though both provide the same relief. The same principle applies to everything from cereal to cleaning products. Many major brands manufacture generic versions of their own products under different labels, meaning you're often buying the same thing at a fraction of the price. Food is another area where switching to generic options can lead to big savings. Grocery bills can add up quickly, and while it might not seem like a big deal to pay an extra $1 or $2 for a recognizable brand, those small differences compound over time. Swapping out a few items in each grocery trip for their store brand versions can lead to significant savings over the course of a year. And in a blind taste test, you might not even notice the difference. The same logic applies to household supplies like paper towels, soap, and cleaning products. Why? pay more for fancy packaging when the product inside does the same job. Many people are also drawn to luxury brands for clothing, accessories, and beauty products, assuming they're of superior quality. While it's true that some high-end brands offer exceptional craftsmanship, a lot of what you're paying for is the name itself. There are plenty of mid-range or even budget-friendly options that deliver great quality without the designer price tag. Being conscious of these spending habits doesn't mean sacrificing comfort or style. It means being smart about where your money goes, making these small but strategic changes in spending habits can free up a surprising amount of money. It's not about denying yourself, but about making choices that allow you to enjoy more of what truly matters, instead of throwing away money on unnecessary insurance, policies, or overpriced brand names. Imagine using those savings for travel, hobbies, or simply having more financial freedom to live life on your terms. A large home once made perfect sense. It was where you raised a family, hosted gatherings, and built decades of memories. But as you get older, the reality of maintaining a big house becomes harder to ignore. The high property taxes, expensive utility bills, endless cleaning, and constant repairs can become overwhelming, both financially and physically. What once felt like a source of pride can slowly turn into a burden, taking up more of your energy and money than you ever imagined. Many retirees hold onto their homes out of sentimentality, and that's completely understandable. But it's important to ask yourself, does this space still serve your needs? If you find yourself only using a few rooms while still paying for heating, cooling, and maintenance for the entire house, it may be time to reconsider. Downsizing doesn't mean giving up your lifestyle. In fact, it can open the door to a simpler, more enjoyable way of living. A smaller home, a condo, or even a senior community can offer freedom from major upkeep, while reducing expenses dramatically. Imagine no longer worrying about roof repairs, mowing the lawn, or dealing with unexpected home maintenance emergencies. Another major financial drain is property taxes. Larger homes often come with high tax bills that don't necessarily reflect your current financial situation. Moving to a smaller, more efficient home in a tax-friendly area could result in thousands of dollars in savings each year, money that can be used for travel, hobbies, or simply increasing your financial security. Additionally, utility costs in a large home can be shockingly high. Heating and cooling unused rooms, running multiple appliances, and maintaining a large property all contribute to expenses that could be easily reduced by living in a space that better matches your needs. Selling a large home can also provide financial flexibility. If your home is appreciated in value, downsizing can free up extra cash, allowing you to invest in a comfortable retirement, rather than being tied to an asset that requires constant upkeep. It's not just about saving money. It's about reducing stress and giving yourself the opportunity to spend your time on things you actually enjoy, instead of worrying about fixing a leaking roof or dealing with expensive plumbing issues. Imagine spending that time traveling, enjoying hobbies, or simply relaxing with loved ones. Technology has transformed our lives in incredible ways, making everyday tasks easier and keeping us connected. But one of the biggest financial traps in today's world is the constant push to upgrade. Every year, companies release new smartphones, tablets, laptops, and gadgets, convincing people that they need the latest model to keep up. It's easy to fall into this mindset, especially when advertising plays on our fear of missing out. However, the truth is, most of these upgrades offer only minor improvements while carrying hefty price tags. Think about how often you really use the full capabilities of your devices. For many people, a smartphone's main functions are calling, texting, using social media, checking emails, and taking photos. If your current device does all of these things perfectly well, is it really necessary to spend hundreds or even thousands on an upgrade? Manufacturers design products to be desirable, using sleek marketing and limited time offers to make You feel like your current device is outdated. But in reality, most devices are built to last much longer than people keep them. Beyond smartphones, other tech products fall into the same cycle. Tablets, smartwatches, and laptops are often replaced long before they actually need to be. The pressure to have the latest model leads to unnecessary spending, when in reality, a well-maintained device can last years without any issues. Instead of upgrading every time a new model is released, consider waiting until your device truly slows down or no longer meets your needs. There's also the issue of unnecessary tech accessories. Expensive wireless headphones, smart home gadgets, and premium software subscriptions all add up quickly. While some technology is genuinely useful, it's important to separate needs from wants. Many people purchase accessories that they barely use, only to let them collect dust in a drawer, while the cost quietly eats away at their savings. Before buying something new, ask yourself if it will truly improve your life, or if you're just being influenced by clever marketing. Repairing and maintaining your current devices is another way to avoid unnecessary expenses. Many small issues, like a cracked screen or slow battery, can be fixed at a fraction of the cost of replacing the entire device. Instead of automatically upgrading, look into repair options, software updates, or small adjustments that can extend the life of your technology. The key is to resist the mindset that newer is always better. Being selective about technology purchases can save thousands of dollars over time, allowing you to focus on spending money where it truly matters. Instead of constantly upgrading for the sake of keeping up, invest in quality items when necessary and take good care of them to ensure they last.